Up yet? What is up? So I'm gonna work on this Chevy right here, but since I came outside, I noticed something about this one. Alexa, pause. Listen to that. Here comes a fan. It's actually ramping up. You hear this thing? You hear how the fans run, the AC is running?
Why?
This thing turns on the AC to cool its batteries when it's hot. So basically, you pay for the electricity if you're paying. There, it's ramping down now. He actually gets to plug in free at his work. But say you didn't. Say you were paying for every bit of electricity it takes to drive the car. Isn't that crazy? Like here in Arizona, the AC runs, and that AC
What the heck? Who left
uses
this in my
battery.
car? Did you?
I always leave that there. Leave that there for checking your oil. It's a
Oh.
Chevy. You need to check your oil often.
Oh gosh. Actually, you probably should check it now.
Now I gotta check the Chevy Cruze. She was just told that her alternator is bad. She got the code scanned because it has the famous, evaporative leak, which could just be the loose gas cap or something. So it's not due for emissions or anything. So it's not
My oil is perfectly fine. It's all the way to the top.
12.6 volts, 7 volts. That's pretty good
Why did you
for just sitting there at that voltage.
my battery?
Turn on the lights.
I just
turn on the headlights. When was the battery new? You haven't.
It should stay on there. Looking.
Well, I mean, it's been a little while. It's still.
It's warranty too. He told
Don't
me my
start
car-
it. Just turn on the headlights.
Do I need to put my key in for that?
I don't know. Try turning it on.
They're on.
Nope. All the way. Headlights. There you go. Put on bright.
They are. One of
I
my
don't think so.
headlights are out.
Oh, the hell.
I just found out it's not like it's
That is normal for most EV. Yeah, it is. So check it out, Joe. My friend, he stays here. He had the Spark before this one, and it only had the 80-mile capacity. So, and then he's, work is like 20 minutes from here. So it was just enough to like get home and then go back to work. And then, he works nights and gets to plug in over there. The other one, once it started getting warm, he was like, what the hell? It was taking capacity off, his vehicle for it to run the AC and the condenser fan to cool the batteries or condition them, as they call it. So, yeah, so eventually, and it was a used vehicle he went and traded that in, got this brand spanking new one a little bit ago. So this one's got like a couple 100-mile capacity, so it doing this thing doesn't kill him from able to drive it. The other one, it was making it to where he'd have to plug it in here, just to top it off or whatever a little bit if he was ever going to drive it, besides just driving it to work and right back. So this one has a lot of capacity, so it's not as big of a deal. He doesn't have to plug it in here, but it's still interesting. Just it's warm and you hear it doing that. What is the weather like? What's it going down to? 12.3. We'll let it try a few minutes. Alexa, what's the weather?
In Glendale, there's an excessive heat warning in effect until Wednesday, August 19th, 8 p.m. The current weather is 117 degrees Fahrenheit with partly sunny skies.
Sounds
Tonight,
about right.
you can look for just a few clouds in the sky, with a low of 86 degrees. By the way, you can also ask, what is the weather this weekend?
Trying to see my LCD ain't picking up real good with the
You really love that AI, don't you?
130-ish. Water heater. Must have just finished heating a little bit ago. I hate that pinch to zoom. What's that?
I was making fun of you.
Alexa, continue music. Dirty whore. Alexa,
Not on me.
continue music. Dirty slut. There we go. You don't want to listen. You've already been in videos before. 12.3. All right, start it up and let it idle. Still got my little magic box here to that's running the electric fan. Because Chevy's control is all screwed up. 13.4. 13.3 volts with the fan on in the AC. There's nothing wrong with that.
My alternator's fine?
Yeah.
Why did you tell me my alternator needs to
So when you say it doesn't want to start sometimes, it's not that it doesn't crank over. It's just it cranks
Well,
over a couple
I think
extra seconds.
I And then today at the gas station while filling up, it extended cranked and then didn't start on me. And then I had to do it again. And
But it's turned over. It just didn't start. Okay, that's not.
And it's typically at the hottest
That's not the
point of
alternator. That's not the diode. That's not the starter. It just, you know.
Hey man, that's what Autozone.
It might have a warm, you know, be a little harder to start when it's warm. Maybe has a crank position sensor being a little funky. It ain't stalling on you, right? Freaking Chevys. I litter my freaking parking lot with them. Almost as bad as a good one. Open your gas cap. See what the messages are. We're live. Oh, that's what it was, just a push button. All it takes is a speck of dirt or a ripped rubber on here for it to make that code. Or just don't get it on.
I mean, I just passed emissions, but if there's a leak somewhere, I would like to.
Well, you just drive it for a little bit. Because to find a leak, you gotta like get a test thing. There should be a test port somewhere under the hood. It almost looks like the AC one, but fuel one. It does have electric power steering. Lots of room to put a turbo right there. See, but somewhere under here there should be, you know, a test port for looking at evaporative emissions. But it might just go away again. As long as the light goes off on its own, then it clears itself. And as long as the light's off, you go get. Didn't it do it last time right before emissions? And then I had you drive over there as soon as it cleared itself?
Emissions, so it was the light came on because of the relay you put
Oh,
on.
because of that.
But then that light did go away on its own, but now this one is for, it says evap, and it's saying it could be multiple things.
About 90 today in your area. You like that 117 degree stuff here? I was on a roof down in Tempe, and it was 119 degrees on the roof. It's always a little hotter on the roof. Get the Alexa activated. That is Alexa in there. I also have the thermostat upstairs that does it too. Dodgy immobilizer failure to the street. Not sure what he's saying there. Hey, what's up? So, check that one more time. $13.2 something. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, go ahead and close it.
Close it?
Yeah. She closes the hood. Chevy.
$300, so I'm stuck.
The other daughter has a Ford. We have failed with this one a little bit. Because her husband drives a Chevy. Tell me he needs to trade a Chevy in for an F-150. What would he say to that?
I would not let him do it.
You would not let him drive something like that awesomeness over there?
No, the new Silverado's really nice. So your next door neighbor has a nice vehicle.
He also, he also has an F-250 where it's
I
been
don't cars
nicer.
discriminate. I think it's just also.
I mean, if that's
I
what
drove a
Christina
Mustang.
drove, I would let
I drove
her.
your old Mustang
That's
around.
right, and they kept driving you while this Cavalier was broken. Yeah,
kinda
after I
miss it.
abused it. Well, you missed the stick shift of it?
Well, and also just the get and go.
do
This
you
car
mean?
has no go.
You need an Ego Boost.
Yeah.
You got it, even like what Christina drives, the Escape with Ego Boost. It doesn't like go real fast once it's already rolling, but from a dead stop, it rips. But of course that, Eco Boost 3.5, they just freaking haul ass. It's like almost an irresponsible amount of power. Let's check the messages before I end it. The best way to mess with Chevy nuts is to tell them that a Dodge is better. Oh, that's an insult. We still have a Dodge right here we don't hardly drive. It sits in here 99% of the time now. Yeah. But, yeah, Alexa, that dot I was given that. Who gave me that Alexa dot thing? Oh, it's listening to me because I said Alexa. Hey, who gave me that Alexa dot? I used to think it was Caitlin. Huh?
I got it for you.
And then it sat in the box in the
couple
corner for a year and a
Christmases
half
ago.
ago. Year and a half. And then I was messing with that thermostat that had Alexa, and then I go, "Does it play music?" And it did. I go, "But it has no audio jack." So I was like, "Oh shit." So I opened the one she gave me for Christmas 2 years ago. Pause. Alexa, pause. And it does have an audio output jack, which plugs into that. And so I can actually crank the jams out here. Yeah. Drips of oil, grease everywhere. Oh, you guys, I didn't put up the video of working on their truck the other day.
That was fun.
It did leave a bit of oil though, didn't it? Did it leave some oil in the driveway though? That needed kitty litter?
Yeah.
It did.
Well, that's why he parks his truck in the garage underneath the carpet. Just
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Oh well.
Do you have a trash in the garage?
I'm gonna close the garage door.
It's trash.
What? The orange one is. Homer Depot is always trash.
Wow.
I had one of those Homer Depots that was being face mask Nazis, and I freaking didn't. Had to go somewhere else. Ford's awesome. Hey, what kind of do you think is awesome? Chevy?
That's actually her truck was.
I know, but what do you like?
I don't know.
Tell me like you always have told me. Don't
Yeah,
think you're weird.
Fords are nice, but
Yep.
that Chevy kind of looked kind of nice up there.
What Chevy was?
That truck of Aaron's,
That leaked oil all over a driveway?
that was pretty cool.
An SS that will get beat by a stock
Hey, I want a
EcoBoost?
Dodge Charger. That's what I want.
You better watch your mouth.
Dodge
Mustang.
Charger. Dodge Charger.
If you want the freaking cam to break and stuff like that. Fail. I guess I said fail. But what do you usually say that you want? You've always told me before. What kind of trucks do you like though? You always told me. What kind?
The Ford F-150 or F-250 actually.
Yeah, F-150 is a little more better for the street, for the city, and because I can fly over bumps and it doesn't break your neck.
Oh
right,
yeah,
Jordan.
that's exactly what Chris got hurt in.
Yeah, well, Chris, because he jacked his up though, his F-250. Yet brother-in-law rolled his while towing a boat. The boat luckily didn't get much damage. It broke off, but he flipped his truck like 3 or 4 times. But it went blew a tire. But you know, when you have those dished rims and it's jacked up on like 37s or something, this is a thermostat here, and it's Alexa. Watch this. 14. Alexa, what's the weather?
In Glendale, there's an excessive heat warning in effect until Wednesday, August 19th, 8 p.m. The current weather is 117 degrees Fahrenheit with partly sunny skies. Tonight, you can expect just a few clouds in the sky with a low of 86 degrees.
That's awesome. And I've already showed you guys this before, but it'll actually play music out the little stupid cheesy speaker. I got this for free to test, and so I was thinking now that I finally put it on, I put it on so I can watch my 2-stage equipment, because you can go in here and see all that stuff. See how it shows two right there. So it's on 2nd stage. It's bouncing between 1st and 2nd stage, 1 degree above like normal. It's running 76 set for 75. So it's got the weather app built into it. Says high was 117. Nice. Humidity 10%. Yeah, but yeah, so it listens to you all the time though, unless you hit this little microphone button right here. You can turn off the microphone so it won't listen to you. I don't know why it's still doing that. So it'll play me like, "Hey Alexa, play some Leonard Skinner."
Shuffling songs by Leonard Skinner on Amazon Music.
Of course. Turn it up. He said turn it up. Yeah, so Alexa, turn it off. Alexa, turn it off. So yeah, don't activate Alexa. So yeah, and how do you like having a microphone right there, right next to my room here, and who knows what. So speaking of that, I got something to really mess with people. I normally would never have bought this stuff, but if they're gonna try to make me wear a face diaper to go into someplace, There's a hat and a Trump that says MAGA 20, 20 on the side of it. MAGA 2020 and says Trump right there. Dude, I'm not like a Trump bootlicker or anything, but you know, all the hate he gets makes you want to defend him, which is weird because I've always been kind of critical with him because he actually attacked our gun rights more than Obama did because he actually did it versus just talk, and some other things he didn't follow through on. So I'm like, I'm just critical because I'm not just a bootlicker, but you know, I think he's just a businessman. He's not like an evil fuck like, you know, a lot of other politicians, and he just, you know, doesn't want to fail. So he's a prideful dude, so that's his sin and stuff. But I don't think he's an evil freaking bastard like you know, a lot of politicians are, Bushes and all those, and the Clintons and all them, and Obama. Don't even get me started. But he was a puppet bitch. But now, I mean, Biden and Kamala Harris, come on. If that ain't theater, if that don't prove that stuff is theater, I don't know what to tell anybody. You know, everybody already knows that she criticized him and vice versa. But just that woman, man, love putting people in jail for smoking pot, and she's just a piece of junk. She declared her, you know, like such a great, you know, Indian woman when she became a senator or whatever. But now they're trying to, you know, say she's black, but she's not. She's a little more than that one girl, the red-haired girl with the curly hair. I forget what her name is. Who identifies as it only, but she's she's totally white. She's a little more, but she's not really black. So, yeah, nothing wrong with black politicians or anything either when they're legit. But she's just a fake, is all I'm saying. You know, and the media knows it, and they just run their freaking crap. It just makes you just want to face palm for not just the fact that the media puts a bunch of crap out like that, but it's just that they think you're as stupid as as the shit they post. I don't know. I'm not supposed to get political on this channel, but anyway, I just wanted to throw that in there. I normally would just cringe at anybody wearing like stuff like this, but I thought, you know what? I'll put this on and they'll get mad and I'll say, oh, you want me to take it off? I don't like to wear masks anyway. I'll take it off if you want. But I'm going to wear something that makes you guys cringe. So this is nothing compared to the other one that's coming. I ordered, it's going to take a couple weeks. This one came within a day because I ordered it yesterday, but I've got one that has a rebel flag and it says Trump on top of it. That's the double trigger effect, and it's coming probably about a week. So I don't know. Probably I might even go and never wear that because when I'm on my own time, I don't wear face diapers. And sometimes if they just absolutely fight me, like that AutoZone did like a couple weeks ago, I just go do another one. And guess what? I went down to the other AutoZone a mile away and never gave me no shit. And in fact, the dude just wanted to chit chat with me for 10 minutes, and we just had a nice, awesome conversation. And yeah, and then you know, there's hit and miss with different places. One Homer Depot, they had like a freaking face mask Nazi, just a girl sitting there watching you come in, and the manager was a piece of crap. And I asked to talk to him. He gave me his card and everything. I go, so I could complain. I go, that's a hazard. I go, it's hot. You know what happened to this 90 degrees? It dies shit. Now I'm supposed to be sweaty and wear this with sweat in your face. Fabric, you know, fabric's bad actually for you guys. So you're sweating in it, and then it's like catching everything in the air, and then it's basically a petri dish. It's a breeding ground for bacteria, and they want you to breathe that. There's people forced to wear that on their jobs for 8 hours at a time. And they can't sue nobody because there's no final authority. It's so all over the place. There was no one person to point to sue. Crotch opening in the front. I've seen an old man wear a freaking pair of whitey tighties. He cut it so it was just hanging with the crotch part. It was pretty crude. I've seen that. But yeah, so today I was on a job, you know, and I didn't wear it, luckily, and they were being pretty cool. And then they took theirs off after we got talking. And they said they thought it was BS too, but their company makes them. Well, here's the thing. When you're corporations, if you're a bigger company, you're getting the PPP, the Payroll Protection Plan, from the government, courtesy of federal taxpayers, which they haven't even figured out where we're going to pay that back yet. So prepare for it to be snuck into all your fuel taxes and stuff. They always put it into something that you can't avoid, right? That's why it's 40 cents a gallon of federal tax on gasoline, and it's, you know, on your expensive months of the utility bill, it's $40 of federal tax. Look it up in your bill, dude. That's what it goes to pay for all this little shit they do. So, yeah, so it's like, these big companies, Homer Depot, you know, all that, the big restaurant chains, McDonald's, whatever, they all play along because it doesn't matter if they slow down or alienate customers. they get a crap load of money from a PPP, payroll protection plan, so much that the higher up people are making bonuses even if they got a little slow. They're still making money and then some because they're getting that millions of dollars per corporation given to them from the federal government, which is you, the taxpayer. So, and then Joe Blow, can't hardly keep his doors open and it closes and folds up, and the little mom and pop places are all closed. So yeah, I got to wear yours for 10 hours a day at a time. Oh, that sucks. Hey, before I do end the video, I'm kind of thinking of almost maybe towards the weekend. It's kind of hard, like I gotta have quiet in the house maybe to do it, but I do have the OBS software. I need to get it set up because I've used it just a few times, never use it much. But the live stream stuff, I might maybe at the weekend or something, maybe do a live stream with you guys through the computer, and then I'll maybe just right before I start the live stream, I'll just put up some little video clips and photos that I've taken from jobs, because I don't put everything on YouTube that I film each week. It doesn't always make the cut, or just don't get around to it, or maybe just, I don't know, whatever. But maybe I'll start putting some of them in some folders, like on a Friday night or whatever, and maybe do a little quick live stream. That way I could go show you some of my clips and do like a thing with some of you guys on. That would be kind of cool. About this time or whatever. But never know when the wife's gonna like barge in and go, "What the hell's going on?" And now that she's got her freaking, I can't show those screens because it's got her work stuff on it, but there's 2 screens, and they sent her home a computer from work, and so she's here a lot. But right now she's out doing something. You always get demonetized when Joe is around. I didn't. What do you do? I want to do a mask that has that. Yeah, I monetized stuff years ago, and actually I got like a check for like $100 and something bucks, and then I got was getting ready to get another one. Oops. And I also put the monetization on I don't have the channel anymore, but like a more political channel, and I got attacked on that channel, and then they started clicking on my shit for on purpose to make it look like invalid click ratio, and they took it away. But this is gosh, it's been a long time. It's been almost 10 years, and I don't know, there might be some weird thing you do to try to get it back, but I should have only kept it on this one. And I also had almost 10,000 subs then, and I let this channel go dormant a lot when I went in-house for a while. And then back at the other job I was working in, it was just a couple years back that I started giving you guys, some more regular posts, and now I know I'm getting subs again. So I don't have it anymore. But this is mainly the only thing I broadcast to on YouTube now. But it was just stuff that's makes social justice warriors cringe and stuff, so they attack you. That's why I try not to go too far or too deep into some of that stuff on here. This is my more like my hobby and HVAC channel here. So anyway, yeah, so maybe I'll set that up on the software on here one of these days and kind of get maybe a layout with it. I know people do crazy stuff, to make a cool layout. I don't know if I want to do a webcam or anything, even though I have one. I just never really use it. I keep it turned up because you never know when the wife or kid's going to come in here. And this is in my bedroom. Here, where our bed's right over there. Yeah, so, yeah. But I don't know. We'll do something, but then we could I'll do some show and tell of different things and stuff, and then maybe we can have a two-way conversation, like when people ask about the bearings and the motor or whatever I was working on, or get more into that power factor stuff, which is, man, that brings up a lot of heated debate. But a lot of people, I've heard of power factor correction and stuff, and it has to do with motors. Well, anyway, I don't want to get into it now. I'll save that for when we do one of those streams, but. Anyway, I was just wanting to show you guys that car out there, and then my daughter's car, I was just checking it. She got the code checked. It was for a evaporative, leak, which is real popular. She couldn't, maybe the gas cap just wasn't tight, and maybe it'll go away. But it's just funny how, they said, oh yeah, you need a new alternator. The keyboard very pride. That's what it does when it's not awake. Yeah, that rainbow crap. That'll watch. I'll wake it up. Did it wake up? Yeah, it's coming on, I think. Wow, all these are all off. That's weird. Somebody might be messing around. The computer is not. Oops, there it was. Now I just put it to sleep. Damn. All right. Let's wake you up again. Some of this stuff I did turn off because I didn't want like everything waking it up. All right. Now it's coming up live. It's my old custom built computer. All right. So that's what it does. Like for some reason when it just when the keyboard's powered up but not like received any command, but the software. Oops, I missed a key. The software will tell it to go to a solid color. At least it should, unless it reset when it got an update. I would have noticed that when I was typing because I would not tolerate any rainbow whatsoever like that. Hell no. It should like... The computer did just do an update last night though. And I just saw the little thing went away for it. So, oops. Where is it? It might be finishing. It shouldn't be doing that at all. Plus right here should be the Logitech thing. Maybe it didn't start. Let's see if I just open the right program. Another fail. There we go. Oh, look. It went to my color, blue. And then weird. So for some reason, the Logitech didn't restart when after it did the update. Yeah, had you guys going for a second, man. Thought something was wrong, huh? It tried to, man. It tried to. Oh, man. I will only believe in the 7 color one, the real one. So, yeah, so that, the gaming, it's got the mouse, the weights that pisses me off. It is cord. And then the, it's getting real freaking hard to roll again. And then the headphones that took a shite. They took a shite. Charger doesn't want to work, so I'm just using the plug-in headphones if I ever do use them, which I would if we went to the right here. Just plug them into that sound jack right there. Yeah. So changing would be too much of a distraction. Oh yeah. There's all sorts of settings you could do in there, you know. Most of you guys probably know that stuff, but I'm not really that much into the games and stuff. I have Steam, I never play it. Counter-Strike, you know, a couple times back in the day. So, but you could do your layouts and stuff. I had the other one that had a shitload of extra keys on it, but it broke. The thing was, I hammer on them so hard the letters go away. And you see it's starting to do it again. So I need to take the clear fingernail polish again, which I stole, which is right here actually. I need to put another dose on it. So that's my trick, is because I wear the black off and then it's all white instead of seeing the letters. So if you take clear fingernail polish and put it on top of there and build up a lacquer, then it won't wear down so fast. My AC is running. It's just going between 2 stages. So here's your little keys stuff and everything. Colors. There's where you can adjust it. As you see, it's on blue. So yeah. Shut that down. These are dual 4K monitors. I had to find one used to match the one I already had. So it actually went up a degree. I seen that the other day or yesterday when it was real hot, and when we were coming in and out a lot, it actually went up to where it was totally 2 degrees above set point. But then after we kept the doors shut, it actually got down there. So we used to just run it at 77, but it was just 76 a little bit ago. I don't know why this is still going. It might be doing something. Alexa, what the fuck are you doing? She didn't like it. Alexa, what the fuck are you doing? So much more. I think it's confused. Alexa, why are you such a dirty whore?
I'd rather not answer that.
You better answer that because you're dirty. You're spying on me. But anyway, yeah. It's on second stage. I wish it had like a supplier temperature sensor and all that, but it doesn't. It does have the weather and everything. I should have guys heard it. It's down to 114 out there from a high of 117. So the news keeps hyping that to inflate. Dude, I've seen 120 here since I've lived in the valley. And they just want to scare everybody, but that's not bad. I mean, we're dealing with the highest temperatures with some of that extra humidity. And I went down from a 4-ton to a 3-ton. And it generally manages to 76 degrees. It went this. A couple times seen it hit 77, but it's usually we just had. You saw earlier that everybody was coming and going, and the old one daughter dropped off her kids here, so not bad. And the downstairs one is set for 77 now. So actually, this one's set lower than the downstairs one. So yeah, it's been managing. So that's the worst it's got. But usually it hangs in there within the degree, and then as soon as the sun starts going down, it starts going down the first stage, which is pretty awesome. So, and I went out there a little bit ago. Yes, it's blowing. And this temporary diode, I was stuck in the freaking disconnect for the DC power. It hasn't blown up. Kind of thought it might, but it didn't. So, but I got to work on some, order one. Also, maybe this weekend, I might do some video of it later. I've got to maybe I'm gonna find one of my old heat sinks, and I'm gonna mount, drill and tap, and screw in the 2 diode rectifiers on it, and then just solder some wires to it. And I'm gonna rectify the AC power external, and then have it tie into some external capacitors. I'm gonna do some testing, maybe put a switch on there. I'm gonna show you guys what the waveform maybe looks like before it's rectified. After it's rectified, but no capacitor, so you just see the inverted negative pulse go positive, full wave, and then I'll want to turn on the capacitor so you can see that, which is and then we'll connect it to the VFD. So that might be so cool. Ask her what's my notifications. It doesn't do that, does it? Emerson Sensi thing to monitor all the systems from. Alexa, what's my notifications? 34.
One new notification from Amazon Shopping. Hat and mask has arrived.
Oh. I didn't know you could do that. So that was a Pepsi-Cola Chow, or whatever that name is. I probably screwed your name up, but yeah, this was what I got today. So just to mess with people with the mask and hat in case they want to make me wear a diaper. That's funny. I didn't know that they would tell me that stuff. So, and I do have Prime, and it's all interconnected. So, hey, before I go, this might be stupid. So on YouTube, they have they've always been advertising that stupid Karate Kid series they made called Cobra Kai. I'm like, and it's like always were advertising. I'm like, shut up. That was like 2 years ago, and then they still every once in a while advertise it. Well, today it popped up on my screen, and I'm like, earlier today, and I'm like, I have premium, so I clicked on it, and I guess it could play. I was watching several episodes of it. That's actually freaking pretty good. I had to take it back, thinking it was just some joke. But I mean, the movie I've outgrown, and it's kind of lame now. But so far, I'm like up to episode 5 or so. I was just kind of listening to it and let it play. It actually was pretty good. So anyway, all right, guys, that's enough of that. Hopefully this stayed clear. I turned off my Wi-Fi because as I walk around, it just breaks up. Even though I have a huge ass router with 2 5 gigahertz radios and one 2.4, it just, especially if it connects to 5 gigahertz, it's just not reliable when you walk upstairs, downstairs, and through walls. It sucks. That's why 5G also sucks. And there's that old dusty monster right there, which I had to reset earlier to get the Alexa, the Ecobee to reconnect. But who's in my room? But anyway, and the light's on in here. This is a mess because my wife keeps throwing shit in here on me. My electronics layer. Got the computer and all that shit in there. Ooh. I don't use that room too much. But anyway, that was working. Yep. Catch you later. And Pepsi, I always see you almost every live stream, man. You must have YouTube just open and ready to go at all times. So that we really will get off here, man. I'll catch you guys. Yeah, Cobra Kai. Oop, I just locked those announcements. It is good, so I'm gonna probably watch more of that tonight. But anyway, I'll try to see if I can set up that live stream software, guys. Maybe I'll start doing some end of the week stuff when I come home through the PC, man. It might be kind of awesome. Do show and tell and questions and answers and all that kind of stuff. All right, I am out. Adios.